welcome back. Or if you're just joining, my name is Maya, and welcome to my channel, Cranley Place, where I'm focused on Hermes scarf style, knot tutorials, and more. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to all the new channel members and special welcome to the knot connoisseurs and elegant insiders. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the membership options. Since I just did a feature on Alice Shirley, in this video, I'd like to talk about one of her grail designs in my collection, a 90-centimeter silk twill called Wild Singapore. I'll start with a bit about the artist's background, talk about the design inspiration for the scarf, and share with you the colorways that are part of my collection. Let's get started. Alice Shirley is a British artist and illustrator based in London. She has worked on several projects with Hermes, including designing scarves and other accessories. Her work often incorporates themes of nature and wildlife, as well as fantastical elements that blur the line between reality and imagination. If you missed my in-depth feature on this artist, I'll put a link in the upper corner. This design, Wild Singapore, was first issued in 2020 in a handful of colorways. It features a stunning array of wildlife found in Singapore's tropical forests, including birds, monkeys, and reptiles. The intricate illustration showcases the biodiversity and beauty of the region, highlighting the importance of preserving these habitats. In addition to the original colorways, there was also a special edition issued for the Garden City Fund, a charity in Singapore focused on conserving the biodiversity of their national parks. Singapore, despite its small size, boasts a surprising level of biodiversity due to its unique geographical location, climate, and conservation efforts. Its biodiversity encompasses a variety of ecosystems, including mangroves, rainforests, freshwater swamp forests, and coastal areas. Despite significant urbanization, the country has made efforts to preserve and restore these ecosystems, resulting in a rich diversity of plant and animal life. Singapore, for example, is home to extensive mangrove forests, which play a crucial role in shoreline protection and provide habitat for various species of plants and animals. While much of their original rainforest has been lost to urbanization, there are also still remnants in places like their nature reserves. These forests harbor diverse plant species, including dipterocarps, figs, palms, and orchids. Coastal areas in Singapore support a variety of plant species adapted to saltwater conditions, such as seagrasses, coastal shrubs, and salt-tolerant mangrove associates. Singapore is also a haven for bird watchers, with over 400 species recorded. They include resident species like the oriental pied hornbill, common flameback woodpecker, and migratory species like the black-backed kingfisher and yellow-vented bulbul. Singapore is also home to a diverse array of reptiles and amphibians, including various snake species like the reticulated python and king cobra, as well as numerous frog and toad species. While large mammals are rare due to habitat loss, Singapore still hosts a variety of smaller mammals such as the long-tailed macaque, plantain squirrel, and various bat species. Singapore's coastal waters also support a wealth of marine life, including coral reefs, seagrass meadows, and mangrove habitats. These areas are home to diverse fish species, crustaceans, mollusks, and other marine organisms. Conservation efforts in Singapore aim to protect and restore these diverse ecosystems with initiatives such as the Park Connector Network, nature reserves, and strict regulations on wildlife trade, contributing to the preservation of the country's biodiversity. Despite challenges posed by urbanization and habitat loss, Singapore continues to prioritize environmental sustainability and biodiversity conservation. This design was one I went a bit overboard with in collecting 3 colorways, each with its own charm. Typically, I don't like to do that, but for whatever reason at the time, I could not help myself. Looking back at photos, I discovered that I reach most for the pink one, but I do enjoy all of them for their distinct palettes. In the artist's own words, quote, "This is a design that celebrates the wondrous biodiversity of Singapore, exploring its two main habitats, rainforest, left side of the composition, and mangrove forest, right side of the composition. I have tried to include species from as many animal and plant groups as I could in the design. The setting is at night because many creatures in Singapore are nocturnal species. There are green, cloudy forms on the horizon that could be more jungle or could suggest clouds, reminding us that Singapore is an island surrounded by sea, but the mainland is not far at all. The rainforest habitat is rich with native species, and the mangrove habitat has many visitor species as well as resident species. Singapore is on the Great Eastern Migration Path for birds migrating from northern Asia down toward Australia. Singapore is an important place for these birds to feed and rest on their huge journey. The wetland reserve is a vital habitat for these birds. Singapore's urban spaces are filled with greenery and parks, such as the beautiful botanic gardens, to encourage wildlife, and it is important to plant native species in urban areas to help native wildlife and provide green corridors through the city. The huge strangler fig tree in the center of the design, hosting a wealth of epiphytic plants such as climbers, ferns, palms, and orchids, has the shape of a lion hidden in its foliage. The lion is the national symbol of Singapore, not because the jungle used to be the home of lions, but because a Malayan prince was shipwrecked on the island and claimed he saw a lion. That is not possible. No native species of lion has ever lived on Singapore, but tigers once roamed freely until the last one was shot in 1930. Perhaps he saw a tiger and thought it was a lion. He decided to found a city there and named it Singapore, Lion City. The benevolent spirit of the forest is lion-formed, a very human construct that cares for the plants and animals. This design reminds us of nature's beauty and complexity. It is a delicate balance of the species. So there you have it, some background about this scarf, design inspiration, and a peek at the colorways in my collection. Please like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. In future episodes, I'll share other scarf reviews, tutorials, and more, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time.